listen, country people, as soon as they join the show, listen, if you get any friend na Mogamo Piki, when na Momo Piki, when na if you not join the show today with the key record, a big brother is Ambazonia. Country people, I said Momo now big brother is Ambazonia. There is no Ambazonia without the Momo County, and there is no Momo without Ambazonia. Yes, Momo County the only thing that chop, but the wait. I was surprised the boss. They changed the game. 700,000. They hit the table. Hi. I see the laugh in the same hour draft. He wants the only Momo knock 700,000. Bam. I said Atamanji just collapse. I said Atamanji collapse. Hey, Pobia. You don't even see them for comma. Eh? Popolo we don't die, we there for comma. I see here you say the AMBA World Draft is dribbling La Republic, is taking them. I mean, when here Momo score, they go, come. I see Pobia just going so that bye bye. I don't want to live to experience that. Yes. Country people, now welcome to today's edition of AMBA Voice with Mr. Nanchop. This particular show today, we talk about the AMBA World Draft in action in the Momo County. As soon as the join, I'm not going to clean on the share button. But before I bring up my guest of today, I take one or two greetings while they say for Facebook. I see what happen. I want to see them Momo picking them. When I begin to show me salute to them at the year, Momo picking them. I see my friend Dave Man. He said, Mr. Nanchop, please no review of secret. No, not the review of secret country people. Mr. Nanchop too smart for review Ambazonia and the secret for social media. And I lie. I be told that 3 days ago, so they fight for social media. We go use social media for do it, for encourage yourself and for communicate, but we no go fight for social media. But as I see, I want to take some of them and salute them before we bring in Momo chair, more the chakram. I see Ambazonia Pekin. It say hello, Mr. Nanchop. I see David say great job, Mr. Nanchop. I see Ebot say hi. The German still watching from London. Greetings to you, Mr. Ebot. Yes, I see Mr. Abongwa says Momo people stand behind SDF with their financial support for the party. Okay. I see Skelet say Mr. Nanchop, you smart. Kudos. Thank you, sir. I see Mr. Nyako. You say you are doing great. Thanks. Yes, of course I'm doing great. I see my one and only powerful Ngabulov. Yes. Ngabulov enter. He said greetings, Mr. Nanchop. Country people, when I click on the share button, I see Mr. Manyang. He says watching from San Antonio. That's wonderful. Thank you. I see Collins. Collins say watching from Dubai. One spirit. Powerful. Yes, my wonderful people of Momo. As soon as they join, I see all Momo Piki enter the place today. When I sharp punch the love sign for Momo. I hope so the sound they find, country people. Oh, okay. I think so. If you understand what should happen, now give me a second for adjust the sound. Now give me a second. I think so the sound they find now, country people. I see one of my admins right and say I adjust the sound. Thank you so much. I want to believe say the sound they find now. Now let me know, please, admin. Let me know if the sound they find. If I get them. Wow, I see the wonderful greetings that they come here. I see Quincy says wonderful. I see Kennedy says Momo oye oye. I see Jacob says watching from Spain. Momo oye. Una make all the Momo picking the enter here today. Country people, I don't tell. I say today it go be na yelele for the house because before I want bring the chairman for Momo. Before I want bring it, when I take the one round, you wanna take a game. Sup. Aja. Mama Junior, ye kweye, Mubuta wane ye kweye. Correct, country people. When I welcome back on board My name Mr. Nanchop, the no-nonsense man of the Ambazonian Revolution, the German steel and the crusher who know to take nonsense. Any La Republic agent we want pull we want to go ahead, we want pull we back, we make sure say we discipline you and we crush you out of the revolution. Country people, today, I wake up in the morning time, I take plane, I fly, enter the northern zone of Ambazonia. I no play my plane land for Mogamo Airport. Bam! Mogamo International Airport. As I want to look for my left, bam! I see my man Jackson that. I see my man Jackson boss. Up, he said, Mola, welcome. Oh. He said, welcome to Mogamo. As I enter, now you don't carry me to the don't go land. Mr. Jackson, welcome, sir. Oh, Mr. Jackson, for some reason, I will not forget you. I don't know what's happen with the sound. Try for check on your sound. Try for check on your microphone on the setting. So while we wait for Comrade Jackson, country people, I want to click on the share button, and as I talk, I get this wonderful music. I go, oh yes, great. I can see Comrade Jackson not be connected now. His sound be connected. Wonderful. Let me bring him back on the screen. Comrade Jackson, I can see the sound is good. Wonderful. Good evening, sir. Comrade Jackson, welcome to AMBA Voice with Mr. Nanchop.
Thank you. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can get you now. 5 on 5.
Good. Wonderful. You did a great job introducing Momo. It's like, in fact, yeah, just like one of us in Momo right away. Thank you.
Oh yes, sir. You know, Comrade Jackson, congratulations to you and to the people of the Momo County. As of now, I can confirm that Momo is the #1 county in Ambazonia because you people did not only make us proud during the AMBA War Draft. In fact, you shockalized the enemies of the Ambazonian Revolution. I myself, I was so shockalized that I had to, in fact, I go check my hair blood because what you wanna do for AMBA War Draft? I want to say greetings and kudos to the people of Momo. You as the representative and as the Momo chair, take that one from we the Ambazonia people because now when I win for the AMBA War Draft competition. Thank you, the people of Momo.
Thanks. Yes, I think there are a couple of people we owe them those thanks for what happened for Momo. And I will start by our great lady Ma Aringwa. You all know say when they pass, she's causing shockwaves. But again, the situation will happen for Momo. It takes place because of the organization, and many times we go to the 5 local government chairpersons for more because these people they organize themselves so well that we did not even need so many meetings because Momon they really know where they are going and again we get the human resource too. Sometimes you might have the money, but then you don't have the human resource to go get the money.
That's
That's
true.
why if I sit here, I tell you say Momo is what it is because of the human resource that they have. And I'll call a few names. I will tell the chairman of Mogamo, the chairman of Njikwa, the chairman of Nji, the chairman of Menemo and Widikum. These are great people. And in the entire population of Momo, it's like these people were like, we gotta do this, and they did it.
Wow. Wow. Excellent. You know, I was I personally I cannot overemphasize this because
How was the word you use? Shock the lies? I got a
shock the
name for
lies.
that.
That's shock the lies. You know, that is if you come to the Amber Voice, we are ambalizing some terms. And a word like shocktalize or granalize, you have to become used to when you come to the Amber Voice platform because we shocktalize our enemies and we granalize the devils of the revolution. So, Comrade Jackson, please, I want to know how are the great people of Momo doing? We have this county by county, LGA by LGA coordination, and of course, it is no secret that the county by county has bring in or has brought in some structure into should I say into Ambazonia, because now we can identify ourselves with our counties, with our LGAs, and of course I know there are a lot of people who are still doing that, because on weekly basis I have a lot of people writing me asking me, Mr. Nanchop, I am from the Mogamo LGA, please how do I get to them? I am from Meme, I'm from this. So I want to know, how is the development? Do we have more people joining the county? What report can you give us from the county?
All right. Yeah, before I answer your question, I did not appreciate how you are wonderfully dressed today. And Nanchap, I don't know if you were such a handsome man. You don't
Oh,
marry.
thank you, sir.
Yeah, because I have a lot of beautiful girls in Momo. I may have to, you may have to negotiate one. Yeah, but that is going to come with a nice price tag. The lady is going to take it. These girls from Moamo, they can take good care of you. Nji, Njikwa, Widikum, and Menemo. So please, that's an offer. That if you don't marry, my apologies to your wife. Yeah. So anyway,
Chairman, we go rap.
yeah.
Today my first dance. Today I get a first dance fine. Then when I go qualify me whether I be qualified for being momolized.
Okay, okay, that's good. So let's go back to the question we asked about this issue of how are we organized. Yes, I will tell you that the the 3 tiers of the government have made it such a way that it is very possible for us to organize ourselves and locate those individuals out there that don't know where they belong to. And the the APP, the APP came in at the right time to organize the structures in Amazonia. And because of the APP, every individual in diaspora and on ground zero, you are able to belong to a particular local government area, a particular county. And when we move from the county, then we go up to the government. These are the 3 tiers of the government, and this has helped Momo because I will tell you, Ngi is one of the first local government area to be constituted in Ambazonia under the APP plan. And Ngi is Momo. When Ngi was constituted, then we moved to constitute the county. And you see, you don't feed your chicken on a market day. The
That's right.
Momo people, we fed our chicken way behind. That's why they grew so fat. When it came to the drought, we were able to harvest big. That's a lesson for people to learn. And we have our numbers out there. When people go around, you want to come to Momo, just look one of those numbers. If you call the chairman of Mogamo and you are from G, he's able to direct you because we have a forum, we have a WhatsApp group, we have weekly meetings. We are so organized. It's wonderful how organization can bring uh, positive products to people. We're so organized that, and then we have those people that can just sit and make those things happen. I will sit here and I will applaud my people from Mogamo because these guys are wonderful. You guys saw what they did in the draft. You go to Menemo, you see what the chairman of Menemo did. I mean, it's like you come to Ngi and the rest and Chikwa, you feel like, how did they do it? But it's a long time planning. So don't worry, anybody's out there, just contact any person from Momo. They will tell you where to go to answer your question.
Wonderful. Let's get this. Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
you too.
Come on, Jackson.
Maybe you have to pay for that music. You're enjoying it too much.
Come on, Jackson. You want momolize me, pa? So I am already practicing to become a momo in-law in the future.
But don't forget that Caroline is already from. Is she already? We already adopted her from Momo.
What I've discovered is you people from Momo, you are so strong that you want to ambalize everybody. In fact, you want to momolize everybody, and I'm happy because this gives me courage for the future. It gives me hope because one, the people of Momo have made us, the people of Ambazonia, very proud. Come Jackson, let's talk about the Amber War draft. The Amber War draft. The main purpose of the Amber War draft was for self-defense, and we saw the people of Momo came out powerfully to show to the world, presenting a strong message through their financial commitment that they are willing to protect their villages, their mothers, their fathers, and to prevent this genocide that is going on in their territory. Now, I know that before I ask my next question, let's talk about the Amber War draft. When the Amber War draft was presented to you, the people of Momo, how did you people receive it? You as the chair, how did you, in fact, when you first heard about the Amber War draft for Momo, what did you think? How did the people receive it when you presented it to them?
All right. Yeah. You see, the Amber World Draft. First of all, you have to thank Dr. Sako for this because when Amber World Draft was initiated, it came to the county chairs about 3 times and it was turned down because of the focus and the belief that Dr. Sako had in this program. He kept pushing it down. He said, this will work. We need to change things. We need to take care of our population. We have brothers and sisters that are locked up in the jails in Cameroon. We need to find a way, look for some liquidity to be able to meet the challenges that we have at the time. And this is going to work. And that's why you saw during the launch of the draft, you have the county chairs around him in solidarity. So I will tell you, it came in with a lot of resistance, but because of the foresightedness of Dr. Saku, he continued to push, and finally everybody was on board. And when we brought it to the Momo people, they just married the whole process. Yeah, before I give you back the microphone, I would want to say something here because you mentioned the Amber World Draft. My heart goes to the people of Boyo and Gokitunja. My fellow chairman, Frank, um, I just saw images right now that Boyo is on fire. There's a dark smoke over Boyo at this point. It's burning, being burned by the military of La Republic. So my heart goes to the people of Boyo. We pray that all of them should be safe. Um, and this war draft is a means for us to protect our citizens and provide to the needy ones, very needy ones. And I think God is going to guide us through this process. And secondly, I want to thank, you've been playing a music here by Lucky Wonder, who is one of our dearest son from O'Shea in Jikwa, no, Jikwa, in the RGA. And I want to appreciate him for the great work he's doing. And the county will be coming in to let him do more good songs so that we can entertain the world. And we have other good people like his Erchike Chondon, who is an icon that famous Amumba, Mumba, which means it's us, which is us people from Momo. So can give you back the microphone.
Wonderful. I can compliment that. The truth is, dear Amazonians, fans and friends of Mr. Nanchop, my great people from Momo, we have a lot of Momo music today that we shall be dancing, and of course, I want to show this is a show to celebrate the resolveness and the resilience of the Amazonian people, most especially those from Momo. Today we are talking about the Momo County, we are appreciating the great people of Momo, and we are recognizing their great patriotic spirit. These people have proven to us that they are willing to crush La République du Cameroun in their territory. That's going to be our next topic. But before we talk about that, I cannot overemphasize. You, the people of Momo, you make me proud. You make Ambazonia proud. At the end of this show, we are going to have the president's speech to the people of Momo, of course. But I know so much that there are so many people watching me right now who are from this great county, one of the best counties in Ambazonia. As of now, the leading county in Ambazonia. That's what I would say, because we launched the positive competitive spirit when the AMBA World Draft was launched, and Momo won. Momo won. We have to give respect to where respect is due. Momo won the positive competition. They are the ones presently leading when it comes to the contribution. So I'll be playing a lot of Momo music. If you are there, you are from Momo, please click on the share button. Of course, if you want every Momoan, if that's the right word, I guess, to join the show and to get this message. Now, Chairman, let's talk about the AMBA World Draft. You just told us a few moments ago that the AMBA World Draft was received with kind of skepticism. People were skeptical about it when the idea came from the interim government to the people of Momo, and not just to Momo. I also know we of Fako, the 13 counties, we all received it with some skepticism. We were more concerned about other things. But I want to say kudos to the president, because he is somebody who is very steadfast. He has a vision, he sticks to his vision, and he does everything to make sure that that vision goes through. As you said, now, when the people of Momo finally got this vision, what happened? Because, we want to learn from you people. We want to learn what happened, because we saw the way you guys came out. Your result was so magnificent. We want to learn from you guys. What happened? How did you people go about it when you caught the fire?
Let me tell you, the fire did not reach Momo until Mezam did what they did. As I can tell you, Momo people are very, very competitive. The only thing is that because of divide and rule, Momo people have been kind of left in the dark. The never again generation in Momo thought, okay, we are of the same potentials like somebody from Mezam, somebody from Fako, somebody from any part of Ambazonia and in the world. So, when Mezam did what they did, it was wonderful, and thanks to Margaret, I will give the success of Momo to the Mezam people. When Mezam drafted what they did, because Mezam is second highest, it gave us the impetus. That was the driving force. It gave us the zeal to do better, and we knew that we could. That's how that fever caught us. The fever caught us after Mezam. We said, oh my goodness, can we do this? We said, okay, let's see who can do it. That's when the fever caught us.
Wow. And interestingly, I'll be having the Mezam County on Wednesday. We started with the Manu County because in Manu, that's where the self-defense actually started. Then we went to Momo because Momo is the big brother. Now you are the big brothers. And after that, we are going to Mezam. And ladies and gentlemen, fans and friends of Mr. Nanchop, on this coming Wednesday, we shall be having the Mezam County here, and we shall be discussing about the AMBA World Draft in the Mezam County. So you don't want to miss that show on Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. AMBA time. Nevertheless, right now we are having the great Momo County. Sir, you told us you guys took the challenge, the positive competition that we can do it. We can do it. Were you guys just trying to do it to show yourself that you can do it, or to give or pass a message to La République du Cameroun, and also to make sure, because now let's not forget the main purpose of the AMBA World Draft is for self-defense. It's for self-defense. So, amongst others, you are saying that one of your motivation was that you also want to protect your people and you know that you guys are up to the task financially, but also you were challenged by what happened in Mezam, and you guys wanted to do more. Did I get you correctly, sir?
Yes. And secondly, we've got to understand this. Um, Momo is not just any county. If you look at the geography of Ambazonia, you're going to understand that Momo is centrally located. It is like a transitional belt. It is incumbent for us in Momo to look at these personal challenges that we have as a county. We should be able to accommodate the traffic between the northern and the southern zone because those traffic cannot happen if Momo is not in order. And that's why Momo took it as a challenge, not because of what Nizam did, which was just a driving force, but because of the challenges that we have as the people of Momo, a transitional belt between the grassland and the forest region of Ambazonia. That is something that maybe people just look at it, but they don't see. But we from Momo, we know. We know that as a transitional belt, there are certain challenges that you have to handle, and that comes with a lot of responsibilities. And it is because of these responsibilities that somebody from Momo has never slept until they achieve what they want. Take, for instance, if you see those motorbikes that lead from Mogamo with palm wine to Bamenda, I know you guys should know the good palm wine that comes from Mogamo. And we
Of
have palm
course.
wine all over Momo. It is so sweet. You go to Ngi, you go to Njikwa. Just because we don't have good road infrastructure, that's why we don't have the palm wines coming from all over Momo. But I bet you, by the time we get there, you will see the hardworking people of Momo. The world draft only came to highlight the type of people that we have in Momo. It was not something that happened on that day. It just brought us to the limelight.
Wow. Wow. Excellent. This is so powerful hearing this from you. Now, let's talk about the Amber World Draft right now. We've been talking about the Amber World Draft. I want to talk. What do you people have as a vision for Momo with what you guys have raised? What can you assure us, the Amazonian people, that will be the result of what is being implemented or being invested in the Amber World Draft for the Momo County?
On a show like yours that is so popular, which is like a public forum and around a carrefour for every person, your fans, and people that are so touched with this revolution. Um, we don't feel comfortable releasing some of that information on a platform like this. But the only guarantee that I'm going to tell you is that if you are from Momo, know that you have done your job, and we are going to you're going to see the nearest future. I promise you. And any person that did the draft, I'm going to tell you this: contact us, go to our fora, you're going to send a receipt. We are going to send you an acknowledgement letter because we are trying to make you know that we thank you and we saw what you did. And this is we are trying to put some positive thinking in what we are doing at this time because it is but normal that when people do such a gesture, you have to return it with a thank you. And the thank you is going to be very important and it's going to make more sense when we start reaping the products. And the products are on the way.
Wonderful. You know, somebody might say, somebody like me, I will say, um, no, by the way, I was not intending for you to give us the secrets or release us information about the things that you guys are doing or planning to do. No, I want to talk about the expectation. For instance, that we are talking about self-defense. We to be realistic, we know that La Republique has been killing our people. They've been perpetrating genocide in our territory. And me as an Ambazonian, let's assume I'm from Momo and I'm drafting. I'm drafting to see that the cash that is being given should be used maximally for self-defense, which is actually the key purpose of the Momo draft or of the Amber War draft. So I think at that juncture, my expectation is to see that the enemy is being crushed. So this question is being related to that. I know you guys are doing a lot. You are working, and you just said whosoever has drafted should be rest assured and be happy that he has done the right thing. Now, what about those who have not drafted, who are still skeptical? There are some people who are at the sitting on the fence, and they are saying, "Well, my first see what will happen for the one they don't draft." What can you say right now to let them know and assure them that something is on its way and that you know what you are doing to encourage them that they should draft?
All right, thank you. Very important. But then let me start by saying this. There are no free lunches in Ambazonia at this time of the revolution. If you are sitting on the bench, there are not free lunches in Ambazonia. But then a word of encouragement to those who are still sitting and watching. I'm out. This is what I'm going to say. When you watch the dark smoke that is coming out of Boyo today, maybe it might go to Ngokitunja, and I don't know where next it's going to go. And you are watching, what are you thinking? How do you want to protect your people, especially for those in the diaspora? I'm asking this question because it is time for every son and daughter of Ambazonia to sit up, every son and daughter of Momo County to sit up and join. The train left the station long time ago. If you saw this smoke, if you saw what is happening in other parts of Ambazonia where houses have been razed, innocent kids have been killed, and you think that you're going to eat your cake and have it, no, it's not going to happen. This is a time, like a Momo County, I'm asking that if you are from Momo and you understand the condition and the things that are going on at this time, this is time for you to join the back wagon. The train left the station long time ago, but you still have time to catch up.
Wow, excellent, excellent. Sir, I want us to talk about the drafting. A lot of people have pledged, and I believe many of them are fulfilling their pledges. Well, what do you have to say to those people who, we said the minimum for the Amber War draft is $1,000. Now, I know most people pledged $1,000. Now, from my experience, because I communicate with a lot of people, and many call me, what I've discovered is we have a lot of people who are saying, yes, Mr. Nanchop, I'm waiting for my $1,000 to be full for me to pay it in. Meaning they already have part of the money, but they want it to be full. They want it to sum up to $1,000 before they pay. Do you people in the Momo County, do you encourage partial payment? For instance, I know the draft is $1,000, but I'm having $400 for now. Can I pay it in? And we all have to the end of the year to finish our pledges. But do you encourage partial payment onto fulfillment?
Oh my goodness. Mr. Nancho, you are such an intelligent man. That is a very wonderful question. I just left my the county finance team. They had a meeting today, and that was one of the questions that was raised in that meeting. And the simple answer is this. Um, we have a period of time to meet our draft. But the purpose of the draft is to jumpstart the process. If you don't have the initial amount to jumpstart the process, then you wait until the end of the year. When the process is gone, then the money is useless. So,
That's right.
my so the thing is, if you have half of the money, bring it now, not tomorrow, not tomorrow. If you have all of it, bring it now. But if you can bring what you are able to bring, Bring it now because every single penny counts at this point. Because this is the most strategic period of this revolution. There is a vision behind behind this draft, and the vision has to be accomplished. And if the only way we can accomplish it is by doing our little shares, doing our little part in the process. If you have something to give it now, please. But if you have all of it, we need it now. If you wait too long, it might not be necessary because at that time, the enemy must have taken advantage over us.
Wow. Meaning, right now, fellow Amazonians migrate people from the Momo County. You see, I'm happy that I have Chairman Jackson here. The man already promised me one Momo Sherry Coco. Oh boy, I still get to
But
discuss the
don't,
matter with my woman. But
no, but don't be too excited. It was just an offer, so you can.
Chairman Jackson, Chairman, you know, me too, I want do my own drafting for Momo for that talk we talk. But something that I want to talk, I want to put myself now because now you know the indirectly make me a Momo Pikin. So I want to relate now with all my brothers the way they come out from Momo County and all my sisters the way they come out from Momo County. Where they feel the shit on that they look, they say, no, some people are very skeptical. No, especially when we take into consideration what happened with my trip to Boya. And I've been having some programs in the last days and presentations to tell the Ambazonia people why the AMBA war draft cannot fail. Now I want to hear from you. Can you tell me now? I am a neutral person. I am a Momo son. I want to come in. I want to draft. But I'm still skeptical about what happened to my trip to Boya. Can you, as the chairman, as one of those who is spearheading the responsibility of the Momo County, can you assure me, what words can you give me now to assure me that when I give in my money, when I draft, when I fulfill my pledge, I shall see the enemy run away from my territory. And I can be assured that what I'm putting in will be used 100% for the purpose.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to answer this. See, first thing, skepticism kills innovation. If you are skeptical, if you are skeptical, then you cannot invest. And if you don't risk, you will never reap.
That's true.
Because great people have always taken the risk. But there is also what we call reasonable risk. You don't just risk for the sake of risk. You have to risk by looking at all the factors that will make you succeed. Now, it, you bring it in my trip to Boya. Hey, when my trip to Boya happened, I was not even here. When my trip to Boya happened, there was no LGA, there was no county, there was nothing.
That's
It
right.
was just it was a group of people that I still salute them because they were the ones that took the revolution before this came in. But my trip to Boya, the lessons that we learned from my trip to Boya was that we had persons that were acting solo. Solo means that they had no accountability to nobody.
Yeah.
Today, if you have your money, if you pledge, first of all, I said at the beginning of the show that we are sending out acknowledgement letters to people that are drafting and paying. That is already the beginning of accountability.
That's right.
We have we have at the level of the LGAs, treasurers and uh, and financial secretaries. And at the county levels, we have a county treasurer. Then, on top of that, we have a board, a financial treasury board that is made up of all the treasurers and the financial secretaries from all the local government areas. Now, we have at the level of the county a financial secretary that is linked with the national treasury. That is like a liaison between the county and the national treasury, which means if the funds are in the national treasury, this individual is able to track them down and bring them back to the county, and from the county they can go to the local government area where they belong. And if there are funds in the local government and the county that belong to the national treasury, it goes vice versa. It's a two-way traffic. Now,
Wow.
I can't, not like the chairman of MOMO, just get up one day and order that the treasury should disburse $5,000 for the project. No, there is a defense council that look into projects. When they get these projects, they make a proposal, they propose the bill, and if it's passed, they send it. Then there's an invoice that is created. This invoice goes to the chairperson, who either approves or does not approve it. If it's approved, then they forward to the treasury. The treasury then makes the payments of where it's going. These things are being put together to avoid the scandalous uh, happenings that took place during my trip to Boya. So I'm bringing these things to highlight, to give confidence to those skeptics out there that, oh, it's my trip to Boya. And I've heard that song being sung by some detractors, and they keep saying that, oh, it's another my trip to Boya. No, it is not. It is not, because this is different. We have structures in place, we have accountability in place, and we have people to report to. And I bet you, if you act stupid, the time will come that will hold you accountable and it will not be pretty.
Wow. You succeeded in convincing me. You
Oh,
know,
thank you.
I feel confident right now to fulfill my pledge. And of course, if I pledge already for the AMBA War Draft, I feel confident right now to bring in my money.
How much?
Oh, I'm getting a noise. I don't know if it is coming from my end. Yes,
Sure.
but Chairman Jackson, I am very, very pleased with the presentation on that, and I think I'm going to give us this song for that.
Mama, you know, you way, Utawane, you way. And then I will not be up with a market from me, Mama, Mama, one young
Chairman Jackson, you see me,
Uh,
I be the bug my small sucker, I be the
um,
dance, you know.
that is going to increase the amount for the draft.
Hello, sir, I can't get you. Please, can you repeat what you just said?
I said that is going to increase the amount for the draft.
Do you don't start the memorize me so, Chairman Jackson. Chairman Jackson, I know so many people are so anxious to call in, and I can see my telephone is blinking there already. But before I open the lines to get a few calls, now, fellow Amazonians, fans, and friends of Mr. Nanchop, welcome to the great Momo County. The beautiful people of Ambazonia, the beautiful people of Mo, the leading county when we talk about the AMBA War Draft. They are the leading county. They are the ones that have won. They won actually the positive competitive spirit campaign, which we launched a few months ago. And I have Comrade Jackson, Chairman Jackson from the great Momo County, who is right here with me, and he's telling us some wonderful things. Now, I want to talk to you if you are a son or a daughter from the great Momo County. If you are from Gi, you are from Mogamo, you are from this wonderful LGAs. I can't name all of them, but I know Momo is a wonderful county. I'd already glad to go be one in-law. Country people, the tea is in my heart. But let's put that aside. I want to encourage you that please stand up. Don't sit on the fence. Join this winning train. One thing I've discovered in this revolution is a lot of people seems to fall into this trap of camping. This one said, no, I be ADF. The one say no, I be Adena for Ayoktabe. The one say no, Adena for this. Listen, let's be real. Ambazonia is one. It's not, you must not say, oh, Adena for this, Adena for that. Whatsoever you think is good, let's learn to support that which is good. We are doing something to make sure that we defend ourselves. We crush the enemy. We overcome this devourer. So you cannot sit back and say, no, I be ADF, or I be Adena for Ayoktabe, Adena for this. Those things don't matter at this level. What matters is, let's follow the strategy we have at hand to crush the enemy. It's not a matter of, no, because a good idea is coming from Dr. Sako, you will not support it, or from the interim government. That does not matter. In other words, you are being an internal enabler. You don't want to do that which you have to do to stop the perpetrator of genocide against your people. You see. So I want to use this opportunity to tell us that sometimes in life, it's wisdom to focus on those things that binds us together. The commonness we have that binds us together, and to shun away those things that leads us into differences, that separates us. The AMBA war draft, I think, is a very great strategy for us to crush the enemy in our territory, for us to improve in our self-defense. So please, if you have not yet drafted and you are from the MOMO County, I think it's high time you step up to the game. If you have drafted and you are still sitting on the fence, you don't want to fulfill your draft, please be a man, a woman of your words. Stand to your words. Make this great county of MOMO great again. Yes, make your people great. Make your brothers and sisters home, those who are back home, make them proud. Make the MOMO County as a son or a daughter of the soil. Make the county great. Stand and listen, you are doing it for your home, for MOMO, for your village, for Mogamo, for Ngi, for Chairman Jackson. Help me name some of those LGAs. You are doing it for your LGA, for your people, not for Sako, not for the interim government.
No, it's I will not be born. You must bagrit someone bagrin ni bombi momo il kimba no ni me fan ya fi babo someone sa nimpan ni kimba mi sobo ngwinta pe ake bomma go bumba ngungia ngomi kunisa chapwe isika sik enan aminja sik sik ngungia baba naga bani ba ngono ka bar makwe mbra tsumo kan ni ngokan no moya chiga anai chak ba wi ba shi dikin gamanga. So, right, even wako babota, baba minimum, at the town, na woke up. In a mogamo don't woke up, I just tell and see me they continue to get up. And Jikwa, Anana, I believe, with the way to now, with the way na semi na woke up, la wota for, but you go say, I can't remember what did you go on? We will not try to see what you will go on. You know, and to my friends, brothers, and for Widikum, I know see him at them, they are always on board. So if you should at the side, now, the time not there now, So I'm telling you guys that at this point, we don't only reach the cruising altitude, and at the cruising altitude, you just have to join the back wagon.
Yoshakara kwe embwe bitiniza izana tiniza moshi ayungu byakobe gukoje oka yisra ayungu me kara jere.
Wonderful. Chairman Jackson, I never knew you were this talented with so many dialects.
I talk French too, but say I never talk now.
No even chair for talk for the platform because we go just shocktalize you straight. Wonderful. fellow Amazonians, fans and friends of Mr. Nanchop, the great people of the Momo County, I am having a discussion with my friend and, of course, my senior brother, the great Comrade Jackson from. Now, the lines are open. I know there are many of you who are watching, and you may want to have the opportunity to ask a question or to say something to encourage the people of Momo. You can call in and speak in your dialect. Listen, I want somebody from Ngi to call. Talk to the people of Ngi. Encourage them. Tell them why they must draft. Encourage somebody. No, encourage the mothers and fathers back home listening. Let them know, assure them of the victory of Amazonia over La Republique in Momo. You know, I believe the people of Momo drafted because they want to crush La Republique in Momo. They want to make sure La Republique is crushed completely in Momo. Am I right, sir?
Everything put together.
Excellent. I think we have the first caller on the line. Let me get this comrade. Hello, madam. Welcome to AMBA Voice with Mr. Nanchop.
Yeah, hello, good morning, and thank you very, very much for this enlightening talk about the people from Momo Division. And I want to thank you for bringing in Comrade Jackson to really come and talk to our people. But before I go to the dialect part, I have some three questions to ask the chairman, Mr. Jackson. The first is, hello, are you getting me?
5 on 5.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. The first question is this. There are some people who have pledged and they are not able to pay. You know, we people from Momo, we are people on the book. What does the chairman have to do with these people who only, because he said something, free lunches. So what can you really tell these people who have pledged and redeem their pledge? That's my first question. The second question is, what assurance do they have to give these our peacekeeping boys that are down, making sure that the people of Momo, their situation are better off, so they are not pushed to the forest any longer? What assurance does he have for these people? Because they need this in order to move forward. And my last question is this. What are the people of Momo County and the LP thinking about the EPC draft that is tomorrow? I have drafted, and I'm not talking like somebody who have not drafted, I've drafted. So, Momo Ngaki, our Chara, Mr. Jackson, you group that changed. So much often be able so our Chara, Bango, Banu, Banete, Bawa Kabak. No, that don't you that. But I think Jan is a system Bawu, Azet, Dan, Dawe, Abamba, so Basi, Babu Ki, Babu Genji, Bauju, Danami. So our Kabaki, when Lumi just Narana Borop, we Twitter, and then Bawi, Jinjakai at Ibambu door. To me, young men of a Kabana, Rejaki Bagering out Nara about the but Jackie couldn't go with the learning Baona and that report Manigafina, Manaya Kainga.
Thank you. Ano ya kan ni kokong abo bungonya yongo tiai amayiren no zunjaka so man ya kan very well. Yeah, so I was just thanking her in the dialect. Yeah, and again, if you are from Momo County and you're not speaking your dialect, you need to start learning as from today. So let me quickly go through the three questions that you have.
Yes, please, sir.
Yeah. So what do we do um, to give assurance for the people that have pledged and they're ready to pay that we're going to use the money in good with a good real purpose? But my so what I'm going to say here is that please you have to pay first because I told you when we get the money at least half that is going to give us to jumpstart the process. And I know that our this revolution is a result-driven revolution, which means that people want to see what you're doing before they can do more. So I got that. So we are working on that, and I'll put that in perspective. For the ABC TV, um, that is our TV. That's the satellite TV we have. We don't have two. We have only one. And I will tell the people from Momo and the whole world that the people were the first. They were the first LGA pledge to pay money to the ABC TV. So tomorrow, we're asking everybody to come to ABC TV and contribute. And I would love that for ABC TV. You are not drafting. You just pay cash and said I've already paid because we need that money to run that TV. That TV is already, if you look at the color, if you look at how sharp the images are and the programming that is giving to us, it's going to be one of the best. It's going to be one of the best. It is already getting there now. So I will encourage everybody to go to participate in the ABC TV tomorrow. And then you said those who are pledged and are unable to pay, um, I don't know why they're unable to pay, but if I have an issue that they cannot pay, they can bring to my attention, I will do everything to resolve why they are unable to pay.
Excellent. Wonderful, Chairman. I think you touched those three questions. And of course, those of you watching us who still have some questions, you may want to call in. It must not necessarily be a question. Perhaps you have a contribution. You want to encourage the people of Momo. You want to encourage your people. You have something you want to tell them. You can call and speak in the dialect, and of course, talk to the people directly in the language that they can best understand. Let's get this.
Joshua Karagwe, Embuga Bitiniza, is an Otiniza Moshi. Ayungu Yakoba Wukoja. Oka Yisra, Ayunu Mel, Karakare, Jere, Tinaka Nemo.
Wonderful. Chairman Jackson.
What happened to all the music that we have in Momo?
Oh, we have them. I'm still bringing them at the end of the day, sir.
I mean, this place is so rich in culture, you know.
I know. Yes, of course. There is the after party. I want the people to get the music in full at the end of the show. So we shall be playing some of this wonderful, beautiful Momo music. But before we come to that, before we round up on today's show, Chairman Jackson, I want to give you an open floor because we are going to have the president's speech, of course. I want you to, perhaps you have something that is in your heart that you want to say it out. It's not going to be, it's not necessarily going to be a question from me, but I just want you to give you an open room to perhaps talk to the people of Momo, of your county, and address one or two things. In a few minutes, then I will bring in the president's speech,
Okay.
and then we can get more of the Momo music.
All right. If I'm going to address the people of Momo looking at the camera here, I'll be telling them that um, there is an existential problem that we're facing at this point, and it is very incumbent for us to face it right on. And personally, I never thought I would find myself and our population in this situation. When I see the number of persons that are being killed, when I see the houses that are being burned, And I ask myself, what is our crime? Is it a crime to belong? Is it a crime to be of certain ethnicity? Or is it a crime to speak differently? What disturbs me very much is some of us in the diaspora that have sat quietly and watched these things happen. When you sit in the diaspora, you're drinking water, clean water, you have electricity 24/7, you drive on a good road, in a good car, with a beautiful family. Do you for once know that somebody did these things now that you are enjoying? Do you know how many people fought to have these things done? Why do you think it is not time for you give to give to your people what you are receiving that somebody gave you? It is terrible. It is criminal that everybody wants to go to United States, they wants to go to Europe, but nobody understands that the United States was built on the backs of slaves. It was built on the backs of other persons, like the Civil War, the War of Independence. So many people died in the United States. And when America wanted to secede from Great Britain, which is something almost similar than what we're doing now, and they invested their minds, they invested their might to do it. We have other revolutions that have succeeded, say Eritrea, because of people like you in the diaspora. So when you sit at the comfort of your home and you get up every morning, you go to your WhatsApp groups. Let me see what is new. I mean, you want to see what is new. Who made it new to you? Why are you not part of it? You just want to consume. That's terrible. That's terrible for everybody that is watching. You have to be part of the game. You can play your own little part. You don't need to do more. Just play your little part. And when you do that, God will bless us. Thank you.
Wow, excellent, sir. Excellent. And I think that makes a lot of sense to me that I have to focus and play my own part. I don't just have to be a spectator. I think I have to be an active team player in the team. And of course, in the Momo team. Thank you for that wonderful encouragement, sir. Yes, the lines are open, fellow Amazonians. Please, please, if you're having a concern, you're having a question, please call in. Let's talk about it. We have the Momo chairman right here with me. Chairman Jackson is here. And you may really want to ask a question, say some things. Now, I understand that there are some counties that are being infiltrated. Chairman Jackson, I'm not going to leave you without making this question or asking you this question. We talk a lot, and yesterday I made a presentation about this. We talk a lot about external enablers and, of course, internal enablers. You people of the Momo County, definitely you must not tell us, or you must not go into details to tell us your strategies of operation. But what are the measures you guys are going to take to make sure that any son or daughter of Momo who does not draft shall be fished out and shall face consequences for that? Do you people have some measures? Because somebody might say, Maza, let's wait to worry my skin. I must draft. No others than drafts. No, someone can just say, why must I draft? But the question is, if I don't draft, what will happen to me? What are you guys of Momo? I know the different counties are all taking different measures, or they are all stating down different punitive measures for those who will not draft. So I don't know what you guys are doing. What are your plans? What are the rules and regulations for the people of Momo?
All right, thank you. But let me first of all say this because We have some individuals out there who think that you can hide. You can run, you cannot hide. Because there is a database for every single dime that is coming into the county and LGA coffers. There is a database, and the day of reckoning will come. And secondly, it is not up. It is not the Momo County that is going to tell you what will happen if you don't draft. It comes from the interim government. We have heard on ABC the things that will happen to you if you don't draft. Chris has been very, very equivocal on this thing. He has said it loud and clear. And the job of the counties and the LJ is only to enforce those decisions that have been made at the level of the government. So, which means that if you are a defaulter, you are just going to apply the sanctions that are so many. And for you that you think that you are still going to carry your projects in Amazonia, do stuff and ship containers and go and do business like nothing is happening, there will be a time you're going to respond to that. So the consequences of not participating are clearly laid out by the government, and the Momo County is not different, and we're going to enforce those laws to the fullest.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Amazonians, we are going to have a short musical break from the Momo. Hello, sir, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, great. So, fellow Amazonians, we're going to have a short musical break, and after the break, I can assure you we shall be going through the president's speech for the people of Momo. And yes, and I want to assure you that we will have something great to discuss about. Thank you.
Want to marry back with a woman? Prepare. You must be prepared. Prepare to eat manamusa. Prepare. If you want to marry a woman, prepare. You got to prepare. Prepare to eat me longer. Prepare. If you want to marry a woman, prepare. You got to prepare. Prepare to eat babolo. Prepare. If you want to marry a woman, prepare. You got to prepare. Prepare to eat a chew. A woman, prepare. You got to prepare. Prepare to eat bongo chubby. Prepare. Even if you want to marry my country woman, prepare. You got to prepare. Prepare. No, today is the prepare. That is how it is. Anywhere you go to marry a woman, it is the same enjoyment and the same trouble. Anywhere you go, it is the same enjoyment and the same trouble. A woman is a woman, a woman is a woman. No matter the tribe, no matter the color, she can do, she can undo. If you want to marry a woman, prepare. You got to prepare. Prepare to eat a Jew. Prepare. If you want to marry my country woman, prepare. You got to prepare. Prepare. Now is a prepare. If you want to marry a woman, prepare. You got to prepare. Prepare to eat babalo. Prepare. You want to climb up to the mountain, prepare. You got to prepare. Prepare to drinkiness. Hey Africa, hey Africa, hey Africa, African tradition. Hey Africa, hey Africa, hey Africa, African tradition. If you want to marry a woman, prepare. You got to prepare. Prepare to eat manamusa. Prepare. If you want to marry my country woman, you got to prepare. Prepare now, today is that. Hey Africa, hey Africa, hey Africa, African food collection. Hey Hey Africa, hey Africa, hey Africa, Africa Fruit Collection. This is African Food Collection. Webe mengu namni ayo modu ebubango. Kek pinga yitago. Webe mengu namni ayo modu ayoga. Kek pinga yitago. Webe mengu namni ayo modu aguneko. Kek pinga yitago. Hey. Webe mengu namni ayo modu aguwala. Kek pinga yitago. Webe mengu namni ayo modwe ya wunde. Kek pingwe yitego. Hey hey. Shake up, turn up, shake up, turn up, shake up, turn up, shake up. It's okay. Oh. Hey Africa, Africa, Africa Food Collection. Hey Africa, 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 Africa Food Collection. Now the time for job. Any man ready? Do well I woman know. Chop me under. Ya wunde woman know. Yes. So bolo. Basa woman. Bongo chobi. Bamenda woman know. So acho. Yoruba. You go chop amala. Hey. Hausa. Kukulu. Yes. Mapere woman know. Natima na musa. Barre woman know. Mokele na bereni. Bamenge woman. You go chop na pini. My country woman. Mupere ide. Yes, Ama. It's sweet, it's sweet, it's sweet. Cha Abraham. Some Tilibi. Wow. Chop Cottinga. But no group photo. It's sweet, it's sweet, it's sweet. It's sweet, it's sweet, it's sweet. Africa, Africa, Africa. Food collection. Africa, Africa, Africa. Food collection. It's sweet, it's sweet, it's sweet. It's sweet, it's sweet, it's sweet. Mama.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Amazonians, welcome back to the podcast after that short musical break. I want to personally thank you all who are joining us on this special edition of AMBA Voice. We are in the MOMO County. Yes, we are talking about the AMBA War Draft in the MOMO County. Now, most of you who saw the beautiful piece of music we played online, you can bear me witness that this kind of a music stirs up that, that home feeling in you, right? Just imagine that day when Mr. Nanchop will land at the Mogamo International Airport, man, and they will be singing Mogamo woman, chop at you. Yes. Chairman Jackson go bring some correct for me. He pour him, he shake him, he give me some Mr. Nanchop. Where, country people? We are all longing to see that beautiful day where we shall live in a free Amazonia. An Amazonia free from every colonial influence, free from neocolonialism, free from barbarism, free from these bloody talks of La République du Cameroon. Yes. And you know what? You and I, we have the ability, we have the power to make this dream come true, you know. So, and you know, just like what Chairman Jackson was saying a few moments ago, it's sad to see that some just want to be spectators. No, in this match, all of us must be active players. Yes, because we are all affected. This is a common destiny. It is something that concerns all of us, and we must fight together. Remember, I always say that we stand, fight, and win together. We must. Don't be so comfortable in another man's house. I've oftentimes said that. Don't be so comfortable in the United States. Don't be so comfortable in China, in Germany, in the UK, in whatever country you're living. Think about your home. Come on, look at what is happening. They are killing your brothers and sisters. La République is perpetrating this genocide. As a matter of fact, you saw the video I played the other day where this lawyer from the International Criminal Court, the ICC, he said this is genocide. I mean, the international community says this is genocide. Even the International Criminal Court, they've recognized that what is happening in our country is genocide. What is happening in MOMO, in your village, is genocide. You know, you and I, we have the ability to stop that. Self-defense. Self-defense. And of course, that's the key motive of the AMBA War draft. I'll be bringing the president's speech at the end of the show. And before I do that, I want to get Chairman Jackson to give us his last word before we go towards the end of the show. And please stay tuned because I'll be playing some wonderful old timers. Yes, from the MOMO County. And I told you, I promised you guys yesterday that you are going to see Mr. Nanchop style. If you want to see my style for shaker, no go. Let me bring in Chairman Jackson. Hello, sir. Welcome back after the short musical break. I hope you can get me, sir.
Sure, I can get you 5 on 5.
Great. I'm going to give you two words for you to choose between them and just choose one of them. Total crushing and total destruction.
Crushing.
Crushing. So it's good you choose the word crushing because it's one of the most used words on this platform. Chairman Jackson, you've chosen the word crushing. We have launched the Operation Absolute Dominance over La République du Cameroon, and one of the strategies is to crush La République in Ambazonia, in our territories. Now, we want to hear from you, taking into consideration that La République is perpetrating genocide in our territory, and they are actively killing our people. Can you assure us that in the main purpose of self-defense, to which most of us have drafted ourselves in the MOMO County, we are going to totally crush La République and her thugs in our territory?
I am not going to use those words because I am a county chair. What I'm going to say is we are going to Boya. So I don't know how we're going to do it, but we are going to Boya. So if it means crushing, destroying, or trampling, we are going to Boya. That's what MOMO stands for.
Wow, I think you've said it, and I personally believe we've understood what you're trying to say, and I can assure the beautiful people of Ambazonia that MOMO is not going to be the least. MOMO is the first. In fact, MOMO has showed us that when it comes to financial resilience and commitment, they are the first. And I also want to believe that when it comes at displaying the action at the ground, they will not be the last. Chairman Jackson, 1 minute for your last word before leaving us. I don't know if anybody wants to call, please. You still have 2 minutes to call in so I can get your call. Because if anybody wants to call, I saw some people were trying to call during the musical break. So we could not pick the calls. But if you really want to call and perhaps you have a contribution or a question to ask, please, now is the time. Chairman Jackson.
All right. Let me first of all, I need to acknowledge some very, very important personalities from from um, from the Momo County that have been so instrumental in this revolution. And I will start by mentioning the godfather of APP, Secretary Ambrose. He's so tireless in what he's doing. And I'll go back to our infatigable Ma Aringwa. I know she has gone all around the 13 counties, and you guys see all what she's been doing with a lot of energy. That is the product of Momo. And so I'll go to our greatest person that you always see, Bishop John. Momo acknowledges him for the great job. I will go to our undersecretary for HHS, Dr. Fidelis. These are the people that really make the action behind the scene. I'll mention our comrades in the Restoration Council, Mal Lobati, and I'll mention Bruno Okobi, who is from my LGA too, who is doing a great job at the Restoration
That's right.
Council.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, Okobi is from the.
Don't forget, come UN.
No, I'm coming. And I'll go to the chief of the archives, Uncle Matt Atugan. I mean, these are the people that I know I can always rely on them. I can call them at midnight and we work out a strategy. And so I will look at those activists that have been doing a great job in Momo County. I will start by Comrade UN. It's called Ochiba. And I'll tell Ochiba, don't listen to the garbage that was being spilled today by some of the challenges that he has out there. You need to stay focused and do what he does best. And we still have other activists like Moment Daga Napoleon, and we have Akaba. These are the Momo sons that are working so hard. Then I will not end by thanking.
Hold on, sir. No, come on. Chairman Jackson, continue.
I will not end by thanking the great boys on the ground that are giving their lives to this struggle. They remain the backbone for everything we do. On behalf of the Momo people, we pledge to support you guys and make sure that we get this to Boya. And Boya is waiting for us. Need to eat that bitter leaf from the mountain and drink that brook that is coming down from mountain as cold as if it is on the fridge. That is what we're yearning for. We're yearning for a land where there is equal opportunity for everyone. But for Momo people, I want to pray that you've done so much, but we still have so much to be done. So on that light, I thank you, and I thank you honestly for what you've been doing, and may God continue to bless us until we reach Boya.
Wonderful, Chairman Jackson. I think we have a caller from Gun Zero for you, and
Okay.
perhaps you want to get this last call before you leave us. Let me connect the caller. Hello, caller. Welcome to AMBA Voice with Mr. Nanchop in the Momo County.
Thank you so much for accepting my call. This question I wish to ask the Chairman Jackson. Yeah, the question goes. I wish to ask the Chairman Jackson whether he is one of those chairpersons discussing with Ayok Tabe. Second question. How can he do to avoid our boys on the ground avoiding a failure? That is the boys who are coming up with video to expose where they are. What is the chairman doing to stop them from doing that? Because if they do that, they expose themselves to the military, who invade the area and kill perhaps our fighters or innocent souls. Tell me, if the chairman discover that one of the LGHA is meeting or discussing with Ayok Tabe, the Nedlas or the head or what is the step to take so that they can be sanctioned or dismissed from their position? Thank you so much.
Wonderful caller. Wonderful question. Chairman Jackson.
What was the first question?
The first question, I repeat, that are you one of those county chairs who is having private and sacred meetings with Ayok Tabe Julius?
Okay. Hey, Well, thank you. I was briefed yesterday by by the defense chair of Momo that there are some people that are holding private talks with the Konigi group, and I'm going to say that for the people of Momo, with my lips, I'm not one of them, and I don't know. I heard it yesterday for the first time, and and if I discover that any of our county chair or local government chair is having talks with them behind our back, and then we're gonna tell him to kind of kindly resign and move and continue over there, because revolution and what we're doing, we had enough distraction. At this point, no more distraction. We have no more distraction. But I appreciate if the Koningi group is also fighting the same fight, fine. They can go and fight. But let us fight the way we want to fight. Let them fight the way they want to fight. You can never be here and be there. You are choose, you're either here or you are there. Because there is this foolery that has been going on. Some individuals think that, oh, let us admit everybody, let us be open for dialogue. No, we are going to dialogue with La Republique. We are not dialoguing among ourselves at this point. This is a revolution. We treat it as a revolution. It's not a nightclub trick that we're doing here. It's a revolution. And for the exposure question, if you realize you have not been seeing any videos coming from Momo County anymore, so we are hitting very hard on unnecessary exposure at this point. So that's a good question, but I heard it as a rumor that some people are talking to some people, but to me, I have no clue what's going on.
Um, Chairman, hold it there. Did you get it as a rumor that some people from the Momo country are talking with some people from the Koningi Mafia group?
Now, that there were some individuals all over
Yes.
Amazonia, so it was not specific for Momo County.
Okay, that's right. Caller, please hold on. You're right, because I made a presentation about this yesterday, and I'm glad that the caller called and brought up this point, because I want every Amazonian who is a leader in one point in time in this revolution to be accountable to the people. And I made a statement yesterday that there are three things that we deserve, or we are looking forward to see from our leaders. One, honesty, truthfulness, and humility. That they should be able to be honest, truthful, and humble when reporting to the people. And I thank you so much that you've answered that question publicly, because the Amazonian people are down all those things and they're taking note of these things. Sir, one more question. That before I have a caller on the line, before I bring him up, I have a question as a follow-up question to what the caller just said. Now, we've discovered in this revolution that we have people or defense departments from the individual counties that are giving out the names of our generals to some people from the Koningi Mafia group or from other groups. For instance, it's shocking to me, Mr. Nanchop, to see that Ayok Tabe Julius will be having a number of a general at ground zero. Have you had this experience in your county? If yes, what are you guys doing to stop this? Because let's be real, I don't believe that somebody in the prisons of La Republique should be calling our generals at the ground. We don't know the state in which he's calling that general, whether La Republique is there, tracing the call, locating our generals, and all this is exposing our generals. So what are the protective measures you guys are taking when you hear things like this? Is your county one of those counties that have been affected by this? If yes, what measures are you guys taking to stop this?
To the best of my knowledge, Momo has not been affected, and this is the reason why. First of all, most part of Momo does not have connection. Our boys have to struggle to even get a network. So they may have those numbers, they'll be useless, because I believe the defense people only speak to the boys on a fixed program. So our deficiency in um, connectivity is benefiting us for the infiltration that could have happened. But as of now, nothing has been brought to my knowledge. Immediately we get such a thing, we're going to deal with it accordingly.
Thank you. We have a caller on the line, and I think this is going to be the last caller for the day. Hello, sir. Hello, madam. Welcome to AMBA Voice with Mr. Nanchop in the MOMO County.
Yeah, Nanchop, it was a good idea to bring the MOMO chairman to us because there are a lot of doubt about the MOMO counties. For example, the Ayama group, the agency, they have their stronghold in MOMO. So, when we're talking of drafting, it's not important to me. What is important is eradicating the AGC from that stronghold, because that is their base. I think it is their first time in the northern zone. That is the problem. And now they have the contact of generals, of our fighters, all over the place. So how Mr. Chairman is going to solve that? That is my first question. My second question goes to you, Mr. Nanchop. I know you can do it. I want you to get to know if Ayuk is really a prisoner. Because I don't think a prisoner can have any liberty, to call, to make phone calls, video calls, and all. I don't think Ayuk Tabe is a prisoner. I want you, I know you are capable of doing it. Tell us what is the situation of Ayuk Tabe in that prison. Is he really a prisoner? Thank you.
Okay, sir. We are going to answer your questions, and I said that was the last question for the chairman. I've been having him here for almost 2 hours. Now, chairman, before I hand the microphone to you, I want to make this clear. We all have different opinions, and this is AMBA Voice, where every opinion is welcomed. You have the right to freely express yourself, chairman. So this is a concerned Ambazonian. He's making his concerns known about the presence of ADF in MOMO. He said, I never knew this, that MOMO seems to be the center in Ambazonia for the ADF. I don't know how true that is, but now I want to also say this. Listen, we will not have all these problems if all these forces are fighting La Republique. It doesn't really matter where they are. It doesn't matter if they're in Fako, if they are in Meme, but if they are fighting against La Republique. But without making much comments on that, I want the chairman to answer the first question before I take my own.
All right, thank you. My heart goes to the people of Mogamo, especially the people of Kugwe, and most especially to the fund of Kugwe who sacrificed the Prince of Kugwe because of these barbaric actions of the ADF. So there is a concern, we understand. At this point, I will confidently tell the caller that ADF is not still in Kugwe as they used to be. But we are not actually worried about them now if they stay in their lane. The only problem we have is if they get off their lane, they get off from their lane, and they get into our lane, then there'll be a problem. And that's the more reason why I'm asking us to give what we need to keep Momo safe. Because if we don't do that, then we'll be lacking. But at this point, I can assure you guys, we are the memory of what happened in Guzan is still fresh in our minds. And the country does not want to make a mistake and let be another massacre among ourselves in Momo or elsewhere in Ambazonia. So I understand that people are so eager to see a lot of action with ADF wherever they are. But I understand that if these people are fighting La Republique, then let it be. But the moment they get out of their lane, then they will get a response from us.
Wonderful,
And,
Chairman Jackson.
before I go, one of my good friends thought I forgot to mention Uncle B. No, I did mention Uncle B as one of the Restoration Council member. I acknowledge him from the LGA.
That's right, you did, sir. And of course, I also want to use this opportunity to greet all my wonderful fans from Momo. You guys have been so exceptional. Now we are doing the AMBA War draft, and I want to make it clear: most of my fans in Momo have assisted this platform to draft for ABC. So please, if you are an AMBA Voice fan or you are a Mr. Nanchop fan, you love what we are doing, we want to support ABC. And I want you to please join that train. Do whatsoever you can do. If it's $100, is it $50, is it $20? Please pay in that money into the accounts of ABC and put it under AMBA Voice or Mr. Nanchop. Then send us your receipts. Please do that. The drafting goes on today, continues today. Please, and tomorrow of drafting continues. Chairman Jackson, thank you so much for your time.
And before I go, I just want to react to this. The question about the ADF. Let me say this to the fans and to your fans. Ambazonia are so quick when you have to get information on a national platform like yours. I will just tell people that we don't, you don't tell people what you want to do on a national TV or national platform like yours. Those questions can come and we can have to answer them the best we can, but you don't go to tell people what you want to do. Honestly, you don't even tell your enemy that I'm coming to beat you. If you can beat him, just beat him.
That's right.
And people who say things that I will teach him, those people they cannot teach that person. They don't. They don't have the ability to. So we can have these questions like this, but don't expect to get the response that you want, because these are things that are in national strategic policy that cannot be aired out in any form or shape.
Wonderful. I think that was a powerful statement to everyone watching us right now, fellow Amazonians, fans and friends of Mr. Nanchop. If you are just joining us, this has been the journey of Mr. Nanchop to the Momo County, and of course, we are talking about the action of the AMBA War Draft in the Momo County. We all know that the AMBA War Draft was launched solely for self-defense. And we know that it's very necessary. We all see the necessity for us to defend ourselves against the talks of La République du Cameroon, against this genocidal regime of dictator Biya, who is killing our people. And we know the international community has classified what is happening as genocide in the British Southern Cameroon's Amazonia. You don't want to be a spectator. You want to actively take part in protecting your people in this self-defense. And I thank Chairman Jackson from the great Momo County who had joined me today on this special edition of AMBA Voice with Mr. Nanchop. He has answered some of our questions, and I'm very happy that he was very tactical. He won't release to us the secrets, but he assured us that they are very active in doing that which has to be done to protect us, to protect our mothers, fathers, sisters, children, villages, and to prevent La République from this continuous burning down of our villages. Of course, we know that almost 300 villages across Ambazonia have been burnt down, have been razed down. This thing has to stop. The international community keeps condemning it, but nobody is taking any action against it. We can't fold our arms either because we are the direct affected people. We are directly affected. So we have to do something. Fellow Amazonians, fans and friends of Mr. Nanchop, if you joined us, please, if you just joined us now, I would say you are late. You perhaps might want to go back and rewatch the show. But I'm not going to drop the broadcast for now. I'm going to replay the president's speech to the great people of Momo But before I do that, I want to also give you a wonderful, beautiful music we've been using this evening on this platform, which is the MOMO, 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 MOMO. Yes, wonderful. Great people of Amazonia, enjoy this beautiful music. After this music, we shall be getting them speech to the people of MOMO.
Oyaka, oyaka, lukiwa, me yezara, mo oyaka oyaka lukiwa meya tara wene momo oyaka oyaka lukiwa ngoi meya tara wene momo oyaka oyaka lukiwa meya tara wene momo oyaka oyaka lukiwa ngoi.
Wonderful, beautiful people of Amazonia, fellow Amazonians, fans and friends of Mr. Nanchop. Please welcome back after this short musical break. During the break, I was seriously dancing. That's why you see me sweating. I mean, I was seriously shaking it. My way, you know, join this dance. Me no say, it be like Republic Ejeno. Because me I be the cutter, the sucker, the shaker. Mo, yeah. Mo, yeah. Yes. We must dance. We must support our own. We must support our country, you know. Yeah. Country people, I never forget the question where the last caller called. He asked two questions. He asked one question for Comrade Jackson and he asked one question for me. He talks say, Mr. Nanchop, we would like to know what they happen with Ayoktabe inside prison. We want to really know whether to treat that man a prisoner, because the way the man get too much luxury, the man get laptop. How many Amazonians they get laptop? The man get telephone. How many Amazonians they get telephone? If I not get telephone, he get phone. Like grandma say phone. He said, Mr. Nanchop, we life will know whether to treat that man this or that prisoner, because the man they just give order anyhow from prison. The man they rule a government from prison. The man they do all kinds. We don't know where the man they get small chap them to inside prison. Well, no be me I talk about. But what I show on one thing. I don't tell you, I say even wait till happen for your bedroom. If Mr. Nanchop want know, now 2 minutes. Yes. Now 2 minutes. And I want to understand, say, in the next days, I go bring una wonderful things and we wanna go know insights about. No, I don't do a lot of background work. When I know so we do a lot of background work. I get 2 books. One na black book, and the other one na red book. Your name all when I even my fans them all when I look me so all when I name this the black book. Black book na good book oh. Your name there. Now small the writer when I go on Facebook I see una nonsense I just calculate you. I don't tell do what you go peace I write them. You go chop sugar cane and write them. Any nonsense. When your name come out for the black book, it enter the red book. Oh, you are finished. In fact, you are finishalized. Yes. So I want to assure you one thing. Nothing not do with the happen inside Koningi way. We know the investigator. Where the Mr. Nanchop team know the investigator. Sometimes the BWA would decide on which will bring and for can't tell now when. You see, the talk and the question I come and ask her, I understand say plenty Amazonians they fit share the same worries, because it be mind-boggling. Say person go day inside prison, they do all the kind of nonsense. Just like you see a poem, they do all the kind of nonsense. It be mind-boggling for say person go think say Amazonians they be that stupid for they do all the kind of thing them. Then one man Amazonians they believe say it they will let a poem don't take Amazonians them stupid. Yet you a poem talk, it talk say. If you can na gong Amazonians they go believe it. They go hear what you talk, they go stay calm. That means say you don't look when I say when Amazonians are stupid the way any way do they go just believe it. That means say you see, and now the way that way they think for their mind. So some of we the Amazonian people are stupid, but I want to understand something. Amazonians are not stupid. If we be quiet, we look things them, but we're not stupid. Whosoever thinks they want to take we for stupid, you know, you want to play a fool out of us, it deceive yourself. You see, so I looked at not under the bus, either under the train, or the granny. But my brother will just call and you ask a very good question. You really want to know, and also plenty of Amazonians they get a worry. They really want to know. You don't pass them. The man in a prison to or the man this way they do. You know, something one person they do, it will raise a lot of questions. So you say, but this way the man they do, and I like that because I have told you guys, judge people by their actions, not by their words. Judge them by their actions. Because your action, it express your intention. It express you. You act based on your ability. So, my fellow countrymen, beautiful people of the beloved nation of Amazonia, I want to assure we say that question I'm going to answer them one of these days for my shows. And when I know I just talk now maybe in my own opinion. I like to bring away facts, video or audio evidence where no man of it deny. When I ever know say I worked up be send letter for give Nick Santos, make Nick Santos go give La République. Say when La République them he beg for special status. That means say I worked up way he run him up say oh he be president for Amazonia. He go beg La République special status. So that Nick Santos know the shame. Can't talk for Amazonia and say may they go glad for special status. Really? So we begin to lose all these tens of thousands of people because of special status from La République. It is crazy. Country people from Momo, now on a day today, if I know the share, if I go vex, I don't go dance again because today now Momo are the big brother in Amazonia. Momo don't show we through the AMBA World Job say they are capable of doing it. Yes, Momo. Mama, give me that song, dance more. Yes! Would you shake him today for Momo? So, country people, I promise you, I say we'll get the president's speech for the great country of Momo before we leave. So, I want to know on a setback, and my people then from Momo, when I get this particular president's speech again. Yes, and I thank you now. Now listen, I'm keenly, and then we can round up the show with some beautiful music from Momo.
Tribunal upon the instructions of the then baby dictator Paul Biya for daring to point out that French Cameroon's unilateral secession from the de facto union is the legal basis for Amazonia to assert our independence and fight valiantly for the political soul of Amazonia. Let us celebrate this father, a living legend from the great county of Momo.